A new Supercell game, Project R.I.S E, has just gone into beta, and I've seen people on the Discord server say it's basically Brawl Stars but with the Clash characters. That's why in this video I'll be giving you an honest comparison between these two games to let you know if Project R.I.S E is worth playing or just a clone. I think we gotta start with the core gameplay because R.I.S E is a top-down game just like Brawl Stars. Project R.I.S E is a roguelike, which is similar to that Brawl Stars event where we had Upside Showdown. They share the same deck building feature, but with Project R.I.S E, it is purely PvE. You're going around with your team of 3, you're fighting monsters, not real players. Brawl Stars, on the other hand, has both PvP and PvE elements. In Project R.I.S E, there are these different paths, which are kind of like the levels, and in each level, you climb a certain amount of floors to complete it. In other words, the entirety of Project R.I.S E consists of these 5 levels. That's why I said in the title that it could just be a Brawl Stars game mode. Brawl Stars has these events with the upgradable ability mechanics, so they're already positioned to have something like this in Brawl Stars. But at the same time, Project R.I.S E does take these upgrading mechanics a few steps further. For example, you can get perks, which are basically passives, and then you can also upgrade your abilities to be so different, they're practically a brand new ability. Like, just look at these two abilities and tell me they're the same thing, right? It's crazy. Speaking of abilities, the buttons in Project R.I.S E are really similar to Brawl Stars. So you have this one main attack that you can kind of spam. You don't really have ammo, you just kind of keep spamming it. In both games, you have auto aim and manual aim. And then there's this cooldown ability. It's kind of like a Brawl Stars gadget. Then you got the ult, which is charged up by hitting enemies over time. Pretty much exactly like the super in Brawl Stars. The thing that separates Project R.I.S E is that the ult ability has a special feature where if you hold it out, you drag out the aiming reticle, you can release it at the perfect time when it turns purple to deal more damage. I'm really glad Project R.I.S E has that, otherwise there wouldn't be much separating its combat from Brawl Stars. Okay, so the buttons are pretty similar, but what about the heroes? Are they similar to the Brawl Stars cast? From the ones that I've tried, the Valkyrie, Bomber, and the Archer, all of them play pretty differently. I think the main reason is the fact that there's no ammo bar for your main attack, and also those satisfying perfect ult hits. Oh my god. It's like crack. Every time I hit one of those perfect attacks. In Project R.I.S E, you also get slowed when you attack, so it feels a bit more clunky, to be honest. Oh, and there's also the fact that enemies can body block you. The amount of times I've died to 10 skeletons railing me from all directions at the same time is absurd. I'm pretty sure it's an intentional feature, the fact that you collide with the enemies, but it doesn't stop it from being super annoying. Otherwise, dodging projectiles in Project R.I.S E can be just as satisfying as dodging projectiles in Brawl Stars. It's kind of funny how similar these two games are in terms of upgrading characters. We have the coins and the universal power points, but in Project R.I.S E you also have to use character points, but they're probably going to find out that that's a bad idea sometime in the future and then become like Brawl Stars again. Just like in Brawl Stars, leveling up your character gives them more health and damage. In both games, your character also unlocks different abilities at certain levels, but in Project R.I.S E you find these abilities in-game after you unlock them. I don't think they become a part of your hero's base kit. The bad randoms. There are also bad randoms in this game, okay? Just like most of the Brawl Stars game modes, you're in a team of 3, except of course it's only PvE. You can queue in as a group of 3, you know, queue up with your friends, but you can also jump into a random lobby where you're paired with random people also trying to complete the same level as you. I think it was about 1 hour in when I encountered my first bad random. So they were playing the Valkyrie character, and for some strange reason, they wouldn't stop attacking the walls. Like, I guess they hit the wall and they saw that there was this visual feedback, so they just kept attacking the walls for no reason. Like, they should have realized after the first 5 minutes that it wasn't doing anything, but they just kept attacking it. Like, why are you attacking the walls and not the enemies? Pretty much you're gonna find these bad randoms everywhere, even in Project R.I.S, so Project R.I.S just feels like home. Now on the topic of social features, I feel like we should talk about voice chat. This is a very interesting thing that Project R.I.S is experimenting with that Brawl Stars doesn't currently have. I think there were talks about it in the past, but now they're testing it out in Project R.I.S, only with English though, in certain regions. I feel like it would be pretty fun. I mean, I couldn't get it to work because it took a look at my face and decided that it couldn't tell how old I was. I feel like that would be pretty fun if it did get to work. Project R.I.S also has emotes similar to Brawl Stars, but they're a lot more limited. I wouldn't even count these as emotes really. Kind of like the speech bubble menu you get when you're in the Brawl Stars menu, but I guess that's to be expected. I mean, Project R.I.S is in beta. Brawl Stars cosmetics include skins, player cards, profile pictures, titles, pins, and in Project R.I.S we got skins, just skins. The selection of cosmetics is currently pretty limited, but pretty damn good. Okay, so right now it looks like we only have skins, but the skins look absolutely crazy. What's really interesting are these gold and silver skins. So I am so jealous that they have skins that look like this. In Brawl Stars, we got the true gold and true silver skins, which are cool, don't get me wrong, but I really like how Project R.I.S e has these gold plated parts on different parts of the character. On Brawl Stars, it feels a bit more lazy. I feel kind of hesitant using the word because I don't know what it's like to develop these, but it just doesn't look as cool. In Brawl Stars, you unlock these skins by buying them with gems, bling, real money, or boxes. On the other hand, in Project R.I.S e, you get them through these boxes as well. They're basically the brawl boxes of Project R.I.S e. You can also get these gold and silver skins by beating higher paths in the tower using these characters. It's like a trophy showing your achievements. I'm sure you'll be able to buy cosmetics in the future as well. I really wouldn't worry. It's Supercell we're talking about, okay? They want every last cent from us. That's a joke, by the way. Please don't kick me out of the creator program. Once again, I wouldn't worry too much about cosmetics in Project R.I.S e because it's in beta. I'm sure they have to focus on developing the core game. So I think it's time to answer the big question. Is Project R.I.S e worth playing? Is it more than a should-have-been Brawl Stars game mode? Despite all the flaws, bugs, and kind of confusing gameplay aspects, I think Project R.I.S e is worth playing. At the moment, I don't think it's a game I could play as obsessively as Brawl Stars, right? Like, I can't grind this for hours every day. This is more like one of those games that you hop on once in a while with a group of friends. So that's my answer. It's definitely worth a try. I played it for a couple hours with one of my fellow creators and we had a blast. They'll definitely want some friends to play this game with though, because the experience with randoms, you're gonna find that guy that's attacking the walls because he thinks that does something. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and if there are any games that you guys want to see compared next, let me know in the comments. Give me that engagement, and I will see you in the next video.